Okay, so as we read through this question, I'll begin to label the diagram. They tell us lines AB and CD cross at E. So when you hear line AB, find the points A and B and look at that line. They're talking about that line. So here, that's AB, and let me just relabel A and B so you can read that clearly. Here's A, and here's B. And then line CD, right? Now they're referring to this line right here. And let's just label in those points so you can see them. Here is C, and here is D. Okay, and they cross at E, the intersection of these two. Here, this is E. Okay, and they form the vertical angles CEA. So follow the letters CEA. They're talking about this angle right here, and BED. So BED, this angle right here. So they tell us they're vertical angles, right? It's as if you drew a line right here like a mirror and reflected one angle to the other. They would be equal. Vertical angles are always equal. That's something that I think will help you in many different problems, right? They're always equal. What is the value of each angle? So if we know they're equal and they give us these expressions, that means the expressions have to equal each other. So we have 4/5 x minus 1/10 x, and that equals 1/2 x plus 1. Now, when I have this many fractions in a problem, the first thing I do is multiply by the least common multiple of my denominators, 2, 5, and 10, which in this case is 10. What that will always do is essentially get rid of all the fractions that we're dealing with. Think about it this way. 10 times 4/5, that's 40 over 5, or 8x. Right? Or you can do 10 times a fifth, which is what? Well, 1/5 of 10 is 2, times 4 is 8, same thing. Minus 1/10 of 10, which is 1x, so see the fractions are being multiplied out, equals 1/2 times 10, or 5x, plus 1 times 10, which is 10. Now we have an equation that's much easier to deal with. So to recap, the idea is to get rid of all the fractions multiplied by the least common multiple. That'll make, I think, life much easier. 8x minus x is 7x, but let me choose a different color. 7x, and then that equals 5x plus 10. Get the x's on one side, subtract 5x to do that. And here we get what? 7x minus 5x is 2x's. 5x's cancel out, equals 10. To find what x is, we divide everything by 2. 2x divided by 2 is just x. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so our answer is 5. Now here, let's just go back and be careful, because they say, what is the value of each angle? So here, we can plug 5 back in, because 5 is just the value of x, to either equation. And just to make sure we're correct, I'll plug it into both, just to be efficient. So we have 4/5 x minus 1/10 x. X is 5, so we have 4/5 times 5 minus 1/10 times 5. And that's 20 over 5, which is 4, minus 5/10, right? Which is, what's that? Well, it's 1/2. So according to this, 4 minus 1/2 is 3.5. And that would be the measure of one of our angles, although the diagram doesn't seem to really support that. Let's keep going here. Perhaps we made a mistake. So now in the other equation, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look ahead and see if we have a mistake. I think we do. 1/2 plus 1, right? So 1/2 x plus 1, x is equal to 5, right? So it's 1/2 times 5 plus 1. 1/2 of 5 is 2.5, plus 1 equals 3.5. So again, our angle equals 3.5. Now, I don't like this problem now, sorry. Because these angles clearly don't equal 3.5 degrees, and I guess they could say it's not being drawn to scale, but we solved for x, we plugged it in. Mathematically, it must be correct. Alright, oops, sorry. Hope this helped.